Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Buffie and this is Buffie Designs. In this video, it's 5 projects under $5 challenge, and I will get to that a little bit more in the video. But if you like farmhouse or country decor and a lot of thrift store flips and Dollar Tree items, then you are in the right place, and I hope you enjoy my channel. If you are new here, I hope you subscribe, and please like my video and comment below on my video if you would. That helps my channel out a lot. And make sure to watch till the end to see what crafts I have in store for you. For my first project, it is one of these cute little square Dollar Tree signs. It's the kitty one. It had little ears. I had to take those off, and I took the little hanger off with the little screw on the back, and now I'm just scraping off all of the glitter on the front and anything that's raising up on it. And that glue for the ears was being a little sticky, so I had to get that off as well before I start painting. So now I'm just painting the back and getting a good coat on it. Now I have it all painted. I did 2 coats on it, and I printed out this lemon, cute little lemon transfer off of my silhouette, and I'm just rubbing the vinyl on and making sure it's in line pretty well. This came off pretty good because I had reused that transfer tape a few times, so it actually worked well for me this time. So it looks pretty cute by itself, but I needed to add something more to it. It seemed a little plain. So I bought this cute checkered, black and white checkered ribbon. It's really thin on Amazon, and I'll have that linked below. And I just hot glued a trim of it all around the edge, like framing it out. So then I thought, well, it still needed something. So I just trimmed it up and made sure it looked cute, and thought, well, let's just do a cute little ribbon on it. So I just, bend back and forth a few times, so it made like 3 loops on each side, and then you just take another piece of the ribbon and tie it around it. It's an easy bow, and it sits flat. It makes it really nice to use for decor. And easy, so you don't have to really think about it. And so I just made that and put it on. Now for my next project, it is just a simple fruit can that I saved. It had peaches in it, and I thought it was the perfect size for a cute little arrangement. So I am just painting it around the whole thing, and you want to make sure to be careful not to cut yourself on these, because it's just opened with a can opener, so you want to make sure to be careful and wear gloves. And so I'm just painting all the way around, and so I gave it 2 coats to cover really well, and I'm using that technique I've used before, the rolling on each side of the towel, so that when you sit something rounded in the middle, it won't roll. And so I printed out this cute little saying. It has a lemon on the top. It says lemon time, or lemonade time, and I did that on my silhouette with vinyl, and I'm just transferring it over to the can. And you just want to be careful that it's, you want to make it look straight and everything. So now that it's placed, it's just in yellow, and I didn't have all the different colors that it needed to print out differently. So I am just going to enhance it by just doing a little bit here and there with the black paint in the lettering. And then I did that little bit of green on the leaf just to highlight the letters and the leaf. And now I'm just kind of wiping down where it was a little heavy. If you hear the TV in the background, that's my hubby. So I'm just making sure that it's, looks decent. So now that that's all painted and dried, I am now taking the that same black and white ribbon, and I'm just going to wrap it around the top and the bottom of the can, and I am just going to glue a piece on top and bottom. And I'm not sure if I saved the clip on this or not, but I did tie it in tie a bow on the top of it as well, like the previous craft I did. So now I found these cute lemons. They look so real. I couldn't believe how real they look, and they're all foam. I'll have that link below. It's Amazon, and it was like $9.89 for 12, I think, or 13, I can't remember, but quite a bit. And so this craft actually, because I had the foam, I had everything, and then the little bit of ribbon, so it probably cost me about maybe $3.50 at the most to make this. And I'm just putting it on some skewers. You can get those at Dollar Tree as well, and just cut them down to the size that you want, and just stick the lemon in it, and there you go. So now I have this eucalyptus leaf greenery that I've had for a while, so I'm just taking a few pieces of that, and I found that green Spanish moss at the thrift store too, so that I'm just putting around the foam so you can't see it, and then just sticking all of the leaves in there. I used this eucalyptus leaf because that was the closest I could find to like a lemon leaf, and it turned out really cute. And there we go. I am so lucky to be a part of this challenge. This challenge is 5 projects under $5, and it's hosted by Missy from Crafty Cove DIY and Emily from Farm Charm Chic. Every month on the 5th of the month they have this challenge, and it helps all of us smaller channels get together and be a part of something great. This month's guest host is Jackie from Blessed Beyond Measure, and she's amazing. I love all of her projects, as well as the other hosts. They are all so amazing and wonderful women, and I am so grateful for them. So make sure to check the playlist down below. You'll see all of the other creators and what they've got to show you, and I can't wait to see all of them. This next project I found online. It's a YouTube video that I'll have linked below, and it is making lemon slices out of the bottoms of water bottles, or any actual plastic bottles. These were a little bit more flimsy, and they're recyclable, so it was a little bit harder, and they turned out a little different, but they still turned out cute. So if you have different bottles, it might even be better. So now I'm just cutting, and be careful with the knife to poke a hole, and then cutting it out about a 1/2 inch to an inch at the bottom with the scissors. And then you want to fluff it out to make sure there's no dents in it. So now you take some Mod Podge, and you paint it around the edge of the bottle plastic. And what this is going to do is, once you do the Mod Podge, you roll it in that salt, and that's what makes the skin, so it's like a lemon wedge skin. It's pretty cool. So I'm just making sure I got some good Mod Podge on there. And now I'm just rolling it through the salt to get all the way around. You want to cover it really well, and then just flick off, like make sure there's no loose salt on it. So now I've got them all done on the edges. So now I want to give a good paint of the chalk paint all the way around it. This gives a good base for the color so that the color comes out a little bit better. You can see one of the lemon wedges over there. So I make sure I cover it really well, and then actually after everything's done I cover all of them in 2 coats of the white chalk paint. So now that they're done, here's the second coat that I'm putting on. Now that those are dry, I'm just putting the yellow on the wedge part. So once you see these up close, you can see that salt coming through. It makes it look really cute, like it's an actual lemon rind on the end. And now I'm just coloring in where the little pieces would look like on the lemon to give it each little individual spot there. And then you want to do a little dollop in the middle because that gives it a little bit more color. These would actually be cute as flowers too, and you'll see them at the end. So I know this is not a craft, but it is from the Dollar Tree. It's a recipe for a lemon bite recipe, and we all need to snack when we're crafting, right? So I thought this would be perfect. So I originally thought that I would have to use the blender or the mixer, but after reading the instructions, it's pretty simple, so get rid of that thing. So now I am just putting a box of vanilla cake mix in, and then you want a 22-ounce can of the lemon filling, but I didn't have 22 ounces, so I used 2 15 ounces, and I used all but about a third of the second one. And then once you have that all mixed in, oh, you want to spray that pan. That's what I did previously. So spray the pan with some oil. And here you just want to mix this up, fold it up, and blend it until it starts getting sticky like that. And now it's like a dough texture. And that's it. That's pretty easy, right? So now you just want to put it into the pan and spread it, and man, this stuff is sticky. So maybe put some oil on your fingers and just rub it in there, but it is pretty sticky. So you want to spread it out evenly so it cooks really well. And now that it's all spread out, we want to go to the oven and just pop it into an oven of 350. So look at how golden brown that is and beautiful. It actually turns out so yummy. And I cut up a few pieces here to show you what they look like, and I'll have more at the end of the video. Okay, so for the final project, this cost me $1. This is a Dollar Tree mat. I lucked out on the real high quality ones, and it was blue, so I wanted it to be black, so I spray painted it, gave it a few good coats till it looked the color I wanted. Now I'm just taping off where I want to paint some stripes, and I did this on both sides. You just want them as long, as thick as you want, and whatever design you want. That's what's great about this. You can be creative and do whatever you like, the style you like. You don't have to do stripes. You can do something different. But I kind of wanted to give it some, like a framing effect. So now I'm just painting the white stripes where I want it. And I had to give it a couple of good coats of the paint because of course it has to absorb into the fibers, and you do it on both sides. So now here I am getting my stencil that I printed on my silhouette ready. I used the Dollar Tree drawer liner, the sticky stuff, and it worked great for a stencil. I didn't want to waste my expensive vinyl. So now I am just putting some paint where I want it, and of course this is lemon themed, so we're doing a lemon, and we're just coloring the outer rind part, the like where it squoze out the juice, and the actual lemon part, and making it nice and pretty. It did take a few coats again to get all of the color that I wanted. So here it is all painted, and I am just taking off the paint or the tape where I want to retape it for the thicker line of the yellow. I wanted a white, yellow, white stripe on each side. So now I had to use a different paint, and because it was Dollar Tree, I didn't look at the type of paint I picked up, and it was water based and really thin. So, and the first paint I had was the acrylic paint from Joann's, so that worked better. But now I had to put a base of white on these stripes so that that yellow would have something to adhere to and not absorb into it and be lighter, if that makes sense. So that gave it that nice base. So now here's that paint. I did have a little bit left over of the acrylic, so I was able to get like a really thin layer of that underneath the cheaper one. And I did that on both sides. And there it is. So now I'm just taking off where that stencil was, so that I could paint the inner parts white. So you have to kind of be careful and get an artistic art brush, and that gives you the ability to get in there. And then I just touched up the yellow. So now I did another stencil with that same Dollar Tree vinyl, and it says hello, so I'm just going in with that paint and getting that all in there, the white paint. I'll have everything listed below. And then here's where I'm taking off the paint or the tape, and it looks so cute as you're taking it off. It's exciting to see what it looks like. And look at those stripes, they turned out really cute. I really love this project. I really didn't think it would turn out as cute as it did, but I love it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I had a lot of fun creating these projects this month, and I hope that you will try them yourself, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Also, make sure to follow that playlist down below and check out the other creators and see what they have in store. I hope to see you back, and I hope you subscribe and like my video, and please comment down below which project you liked the best. Of course, this one is my favorite. I love the colors and how it turned out, and it looks welcoming. So thank you again, and have a great day.